Please start.
Yes, starting. Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ही डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ही जुलनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ही जुलनेस भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. The holy name invokes an attitude of service to the Lord. The test of successful chanting is eagerness to render service to the Lord. Mohammedan governor to Lord Chaitanya. The Mohammedan governor then said, "Since you have so kindly accepted me, please give me some order so that I can render you some service." The Mohammedan governor then prayed for liberation from the unlimited sinful activities he had previously incurred by being envious of Brahmanas and Vaishnavas and killing cows. If one is purified by following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order, that is, by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one must certainly be eager to render service to the Lord. This is the test. When one engages enthusiastically in Lord's service, it is to be understood that he is reaping the results of chanting the names of Krishna and Hari. After being released from one's sinful reactions, karma, one becomes eager to serve the Lord. This is the test. Since the Mohammedan governor was immediately purified in the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he could utter the names of Krishna and Hari. Consequently, he was anxious to render some service. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 16.188 and 189. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada quote, 11th August. We should take any Leela of Krishna as supreme. The Vrindavan Leela, Krishna Leela with the gopis is the most confidential Leela. We should not entertain these confidential Leelas unless we are liberated. It is very difficult subject, and because they cannot understand what is Krishna Leela, they imitate, they fall down. Vrindavan, August 11th, 1974. Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrita. At night, Abhay would go home to his wife and children. Radharani was a chaste and faithful wife who spent her days cooking, cleaning, and clearing and caring for her two children. But she was not inclined to share her husband's interest in this spiritual. He could not convey to her his feelings about Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Abhay, his wife, their two children, Gaur Mohan, Abhay's younger brother, Krishna Charan, Abhay's widowed sister, Rajeshwari, and her son, Tulsidas, all went together to an Allahabad studio for a family portrait. The photo shows Abhay in his late 20s. He is thin and dark, with faceful mustaches, full mustaches. His forehead is broad. His eyes dark and clear. He wears a white kurta and dhoti and plain dark slippers. He sits in a chair, his wife standing behind him, an attractive young woman in a white khadi sari with a line of color on the border. Her slim arm rests behind Abhay's head on the back of his chair, her small hand gripping the edge of the chair. Her left hand hangs by her side, gripped in a fist. She is barefoot. With his left hand, Abhay studies his 2-year-old boy, Pacha Prayagraj, a glaring infant, on his lap. The boy seems to be squirmed, his baby legs and bare feet dangling by his mother's knee. Abhay seems a bit amused by the sons on his lap. Abhay is handsome Indian man, his wife an attractive woman, both young. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Bhagavad Gita 11.24 Nabha sprisham diptam aneka varnam vyatananam dipta vishala netram drishtva hi tvam pravyatitantaratma tritam navindami shamam cha Vishnu. Translation. O all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.11.14 सम्प्रश्नेन भगवती पुरुष प्रकृतेर्गुणे विमुक्त जीव निर्मुक्तो ब्रह्म निर्वाणम रिच्छति. Translation. One who actually satisfies the Supreme Personality of Godhead during one's lifetime becomes liberated from the gross and subtle material conditions. Thus, being freed from all material modes of nature, he achieves unlimited spiritual bliss. चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला 4.155 गोपीनाथ चरणे कैला बहु नमस्कार प्रेमावेश नृत्य गीत करीला अपार. Translation. When Madhvendra Puri reached the temple of Gopinath, he offered his respectful obeisances many times at the lotus feet of the Lord. In the ecstasy of love, he began to dance and sing without cessation. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radharas Bihari Bhagavan ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha Mata ki jai, Giriraj Govardhan Maharaj ki jai, Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki jai, Gaurang Nitai Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Morning Chanting Program ki jai, Samvet Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. When we are chanting the holy name offenselessly, we are praying to Radharani, please engage us in the service of the Lord. So, Srila Prabhupada here is saying the test, what is the test of a proper chanting? You always are eager to do some service for the Lord. The more we are eager for doing the service of the Lord, that is a test that we want to do some seva. This Mohammedan example which is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, even though he be Muslim, but in the presence of Mahaprabhu, when he started chanting the holy name, he started repenting for all the wrong things that he had done in his life. And now he is asking Mahaprabhu how he can serve him, how he can help, how he can make him happy. So Srila Prabhupada says this is what is a test of a pure chanting. When a person chants, he has an eagerness to serve the mission, to distribute books, to preach, to serve the Vaishnavas. This is the test for a proper chanting.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhupada is writing to the Western devotees specifically because in Kali Yuga, uh, the Leela, Rasa Leela of the Lord is very, very wrongly taken. They see from the tamasi angle of the material world, and they see in a very perverted relationship. But they do not understand that the in the spiritual life there is no what you called as the sex life, people attraction for the sex life. It's not there at all. Here it is pure love, where it is based on the soul and the interaction of the Lord. And all the gopis are expansion of Radharani. And Radharani is an expansion of the eternal potency of the Lord. So they cannot understand all these things. And that's why it is very, very strictly told in our community that we should speak basically about the soul and the body first. And then when they come to a certain level, then only you can discuss the Ras Leela with them or the pastimes. Otherwise, they will misunderstand these pastimes. Here, very nicely, uh, the family life of Srila Prabhupada is mentioned, that how her wife was inclined to do household work, but she was not inclined to show any spiritual interest. This was one of the blessings that Lord had given to Srila Prabhupada, that her wife was anti-spiritualistic. She was not she was not spiritualistic, and therefore any spiritual thing she will not be interested in. And that also became one of the reason for Srila Prabhupada taking sannyas, because her wife was never interested in any spiritual activities. Hmm? So Krishna has different plan, and how as a young Srila Prabhupada is going with the family. In the olden days, it was you go to a studio and have a family photo. In the olden days, nowadays don't nobody goes to the studio with the family. Everybody has a phone, and on that phone only they take the photo every day. But in the olden days, it was a common thing that they used to go and have a family photo. And that is what is described. The Srila Prabhupada went with the family, and he had a very strong mustache. Huh? Body muchi thi Srila Prabhupada ki. Huh? So we see how nicely the Leela Amrita explains about the past life of Srila Prabhupada. And now we will see in future how much Srila Prabhupada suffered in his entire life. How Krishna is breaking him. He will break him to a point where he will ultimately take up his hand and completely surrender to the Lord. Hmm? Arjuna is very much perverted, disturbed, and he has lost his equilibrium of mind when you show the Viratu, specifically the Kala Rupa, where in the Kala Rupa he is seeing the glowing eyes and he is seeing the big mouth from which the fire is coming. And he will see in the next shloka that how he is eating up everything from all directions, and seeing that he has lost his equilibrium, the Kala Rupa. And then he asked the Lord, "Who are you? And you are eating everything. I'm seeing everybody, churna in your mouth, between your teeth. I'm seeing Bhishma, Karna, Duryodhan. Everybody has been eaten by you. Who are you?" Then Lord says, "I am Kala, and I have come here to destroy everybody. You are just a nimitta, matra." Here, samprasanno bhagavati purusha prakrite guna vimukto jivan mukto brahma nirvana mrichyati. The word very important in today's verse is, yes, Swayambhu Muni says, samprasanno bhagavate. Means you have, pleased the Lord. The purpose of our life existence you have achieved. The Lord is pleased. You are able to please the Lord. And such a person can easily cross the Prakriti Tina Guna, three guna. And he lives a life of a Jivan Mukta. That is what Swayambhu Muni is saying to uh, Dhruv Maharaj, because he is recognized as a pure devotee of Lord, and such an act of killing doesn't befit him. That is what Swayambhu Muni is trying to explain Dhruv Maharaj. Now, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhvendra Puri is returned to Brahmana with the Chandan. After taking the darshan of Lord Gopinath, huh, he comes into ecstasy. He starts dancing. He starts jumping. And that is one of the qualities of a devotee. Whenever he sees the Lord deities, out of ecstasy, he starts dancing and jumping and starts chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Yes, Prabhu.